Should we get an animal today? I think we should. Horse. I remember horse was about power. Horse. Power. We got someone powerful on our hands. Is there anything else? Any other animal? Eagle. We have a very powerful creature on our hands today. They're both coming upright. I love this. All right, we'll get into those at the end. We'll see. We'll see about that. I know the eagle is another one of the spirit messengers, kind of like hawk, right? They fly very high. They can see what's coming around down the bend. I don't know why, but I feel like I want one more animal. One more with horse, eagle, and let's make it a 3. Let's make it 3. Squirrel. I knew it. That was on the bottom. That was on the bottom when a horse came out. It was reversed, kind of, but we'll read both. We got squirrel. Fortune. Interesting. So this card is not really part of this deck. It's an extra one that he threw in, but it's interesting that we have the part of fortune and then we have fortune. It'd be interesting if we got the wheel of fortune in the tarot today. Maybe that's all we need. Do we need another Lenormand card? We need to start trusting. Tower. Where's this house? Oh, this is tower. I love it. So pretty. So tower in the Lenormand deck, it's not like the tower in tarot. It more has to do with institutions, and also distance. Like think of Rapunzel. Rapunzel in a tower, right? There's a distance between her and the ground. Okay. So what else? We need one more after that. What's this tower about? There's a distance. Dog. Dog. Friendship. Loyalty. Loyalty. Steadfastness. 10 of cups or 10 of hearts. 6 of spades. 6 of swords. So this is 6 of swords is usually about travel or kind of, it could be about shortening a distance. All right. Is there anything else? Oh, that's birds. I had a feeling because I was just looking at a bird. Okay. There is a message here about friendship. About someone has some gossiping friends. We'll see if that comes back out. If that's what this is about. What tarot deck should I use now? 333. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like I might want one more. One more with birds, please. Birds and heart. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do here. I think that the part of fortune and the fortune card are important. I think that the Lenormand cards are important today. Tower, dog. There could be a distance and someone is wondering whether or not, like if someone is at a distance from someone, like a long distance relationship or something, they're wondering about loyalty or someone is trying to say that they are loyal. There could be some gossip or some excitement. Or a lot of chatter with bird here. Something could be something unexpected with part of fortune, with the fortune card. There's the wheel. See? We have the wheel. Something faded. There's something faded. Let's find out what it is. Hi guys, if you don't know me, my name is Toad, and I'm here with your daily transmission from the Toad realm. Ace of coins. I can't believe we got the wheel. The wheel, the fortune card, and the part of fortune. That's wild. That is wild. Okay, this is the second time I've seen the Hermit. So again with the Hermit. This is coming. This has been coming up, and this is what I saw. There's something here also about friendships and gossip. Someone needs to put a distance between some friends that do not have their best interest at heart. Okay, that's a message just for some. Someone needs to kind of go it alone for a while because there's people like talking in their ear and saying not so nice things, and it's bringing them down. Okay, like it could even be that they're not actually saying anything to this person, but it's like the vibration. They have like this vibration that is not so, yeah, 3 of Cups, that's about friendship. Someone has some friends that are just, they might be jealous. I think envy might be a thing here, and that's why it could be completely subconscious. This could be a completely subconscious thing that they're doing, and that often is, where, yeah, they don't know that they're doing it. King of Wands there. Maybe they do. Maybe they do know what they're doing, but they don't believe that they could have something for themselves. If they don't believe that they could have something for themselves, then they automatically, when you're talking about something, then someone might put some negative vibration on you just because of their own doubt for their own life. It's not that they wish ill upon you. Okay? It's not that's it's not that they're actively trying to not wish you well, right? But the vibration is so. So if you're spending your time, around a bunch of people who are just at a lower vibration than you, that just aren't ready to be the magician themselves, that aren't ready to be like a king themselves, that aren't ready to be a king or a queen. They're not ready to be their emperor. They're not ready to be the emperor or the empress. Okay? I'm really picking up on this message. This is what I saw when I saw the cards at first. It's like someone needs to go into this divine isolation for a while. Let's see. It's like with the Hermit, we learn to listen to our own intuition, you know? 10 of Cups. This is the card that I don't like to show because it looks like a butthole. All right, I'm going to show it. It's a butt. 10 of Cups. Yeah, and I think that's why there's a lot of naysayers. Someone's around a lot of naysayers, you know? They're being like, no, you can't have your fairy tale. You can't have your happily ever after. You know? You can't be happy. If I'm not happy, you can't. Something like misery loves company. You know? That sort of thing. When we are going through a big change, when we're going through a big, like, leveling up, when we're vibrationally changing, when we're awakening, we have to leave some people behind. You know? Friends, family, lovers. Okay? This could be about anyone. But some people are staying down here, and someone else is rising up. Someone's rising up. Someone's seen something from a different perspective now, okay? And it's time to let go. Time to let go. Time to let go. They feel stuck. It's keeping them trapped. All right. Now, the Moon, the Devil. Yeah. Someone needs to resist temptation. Someone is going through the dark. They need to have faith and be going through with their eye on the star, okay? Through the dark of the moon. This is when we resist temptation. This is when we that is gnarly. This is when we resist temptation. It's when we resist the devil. Okay, you see the bottles. So there is someone out there who there could be someone out there who their friends do a lot of drinking, their friends do a lot of partying. You know, I did see the 3 of Cups there too. And they're wanting to do better in that way. They're wanting to make better choices in their life. And so they're having to it doesn't mean that you're having to leave your friends behind or anything like that, you know? It's just about kind of choosing to be alone for a little bit more, you know? Because right now you're trying to do big work. You're trying to break big cycles. This is the hardest level, guys. The Hermit and the Moon. 9, 18, which is 9. All right. And we have to do this to get to the sun. You're about to level up, but you need to say no. You need to say no. All right. You need to have good boundaries. We have the Queen of Swords. She's the boundary queen. Okay. Whether you're masculine or feminine, we have to learn to say no. She says no. She negates things. Do we need anything else from this deck? Ace of Cups. Wow. Yeah, we need to learn how to keep our own cup full. Okay, so resisting temptation too. All right, I'm getting something else now. Okay, so there's also someone has like a new opportunity in love as well, a new opportunity in emotional and spiritual fulfillment. They know that they need to keep their own cup full, and they're realizing that the people around them don't. The people around them don't know how to keep their cup full. You know, they go back to the devil. They go back to kind of ignoring their feelings. Someone's learning to keep their own cup full. There's also someone that has like a new opportunity in love, or an opportunity in love. And it's like their friends don't believe in them with it, or their friends are just kind of keeping them stuck. They want to do better so that they can be their best for this love, so that they can really get to that 10 of coins, the 10 of cups. They need to calm their mind, but they're like yeah. Well, is there anything else from this one? Whoa. 6 of Wands, the Hangman, 2 of Cups, Queen of Wands. Okay. So there is like, yeah, there's a love connection here. There is something with heart. You know, they want to do good for their person. Maybe they met their divine counterpart, you know. Now they're seen from a different perspective. They're going through a transformation, but I think it's going to require this. All right. 6 of Wands. That's like announcing what you want. Okay. It's also creativity. It's a Leo card sometimes. This is about knowing what you want to do too. It's success, recognition of what you want, recognition of what is important. We have the Queen of Wands here at the bottom. Let's clarify the part of fortune, the wheel, and fortune. I'm curious about why those came out. Wow, guys. 10 of Pentacles, fortune. There's someone is realizing what their destiny is. This is about legacy. This is about destiny. It's about family. They're realizing what they want. And there's naysayers out there that are saying that they can't have it. I think cool. Yeah, it's keeping them stuck in scarcity mindset. We don't want the scarcity mindset, guys. Yeah, there's an opportunity here. There is an opportunity here that can lead to the 10 of Pentacles. And someone has someone talking in their ear and telling them that they can't have it. I gotta stop. This is getting too long. As per usual. Oh, there's one flipped over. The Tower. What about the Tower? Yeah, it's a big deal. They know that this is gonna change everything. But they want to start building. Is there anything else I can say? Let's call it a day. Guys. Ah! 2 of Cups. And I like that card. 9 of Cups. Queen of Wands. Someone is ready to go after the life of their dreams. To go after what they really want. Someone's ready to take action, to move quickly, because they just know now. They're relaxed in their brain. They've gotten to a place where they feel stable in their mind. Yeah, because they know that they're the magician now. And the people around them, they might not know that yet, and that's okay. They still got a lot of game of life left to play, where it's so that they can figure that out. We can't worry about them. All right? We got to keep our blinders on. We got to keep worrying about ourselves. We got to move into calmer waters. We got to say goodbye. All right? We have to leave behind what is not good for us, what keeps us in the worry, what keeps us stuck, what keeps us up at night. We got to start making better decisions. We got to start feeling content. There's the King. Hi, King of Wands. Okay. King and Queen of Wands. We got Divine Counterparts. So it's like... and I shut up as soon as I see the King of Wands. What was I saying? Okay, well, I forgot that I also pulled Horse, Eagle, and Squirrel. There's someone really powerful here. With Eagle and Horse, there's a true torchbearer. There's some true leaders here. Okay? In understanding the power of Horse, you may see how to strive for a balanced medicine shield. True power is wisdom found in remembering your total journey. Wisdom comes from remembering pathways you have walked in another person's moccasins. That's like the Hangman. Compassion, caring, teaching, loving, and sharing your gifts, talents, and abilities are the gateways to power. So someone is no longer denying their power. Someone is no longer denying their strength. Where someone has been like less than confident, we're now rising up to really use, instead of using like ego for ill means, we're using it for the good. Ego is not a bad thing. We all have ego. We all have the ego and the id, right? So someone's learning to be a true leader. With Eagle too. Eagle's the messenger. What is Eagle? Spirit. Wow. Guys, I'm gonna have to read this one for you. This is powerful. This is powerful stuff. Wow. Someone's realizing their power and they're ready to stand up and stand in their power. They're ready to be a leader. Eagle medicine is the power of the Great Spirit, the connection to the divine. It is the ability to live in the realm of spirit and yet remain connected and balanced within the realm of earth. Eagle soars and is quick to observe expansiveness within the overall patterns of life. From the heights of the clouds, Eagle is close to the heavens where the Great Spirit dwells. Making a mess here, guys. Jeez Louise. What is going on? Okay. Eagle represents a state of grace achieved through hard work, understanding, and completion of the tests of initiation, which result in the taking of one's personal power. It is only through the trial of experiencing the lows in life as well as the highs, and through the trial of trusting one's connection to the Great Spirit, that the right to use the essence of Eagle medicine is earned. This is what I was saying, guys. Someone is truly realizing their power. They've gone through these tests. They've gone through the moon. Holy shit. Someone is going through the moon, learning to resist temptation and learning their power. I'm so proud of you emperors out there. If you have pulled the symbol, Eagle is reminding you to take heart and gather your courage, for the universe is presenting you with the opportunity to soar above the mundane levels of your life. The power of recognizing this opportunity may come in the form of a spiritual test. Guys! In being astute, you may recognize the places within your soul, personality, emotions, or psyche that need bolstering or refinement. I love this, guys. I bet the squirrel has something that we need to refine. By looking at the overall tapestry, Eagle teaches you to broaden your sense of self beyond the horizon of what is presently visible. Know your power, guys. Okay, you could be, it doesn't matter what your 3D reality is like. You need to start believing in yourself. Because that's how we jump timelines. You start to act like you are the leader. You start to act in integrity. You start to act in your power. You start to act like you're the emperor. You start to act like you're the empress. Okay? And then you just do it. Then you are it. The more that we just live it, the more that we trust our medicine, the more that we trust our power, the more power comes to us. In learning to fiercely attack your personal fear of the unknown, we are facing our fears. This is what the moon is about, guys. The wings of your soul will be supported by the ever-present breezes, which are the breath of the Great Spirit. Feed your body, but more importantly, feed your soul. Within the realm of Mother Earth and Father Sky, the dance that leads to flight involves the conquering of fear and the willingness to join in the adventure that you are co-creating with the divine. Be the hero. This is what God wants of you. This is what the universe wants of you. They want you to live your life. They want you to actually play the game like you're playing it. Don't waste it. Don't waste your time. This is the big boss battle, guys. This is the big boss battle. You against your fears. You against your fears. You rising up to be the fucking king and queen. You rising up to build your legacy. We're jumping timelines. We're jumping timelines. That means we got to go into the dark. That means you got to face your fears. That means you got to be the hermit. That means you got to be the hermit for a while. Kings and queens, emperors and empresses. You have to say no to what isn't for you. You have to trust. You have to say no to everything that isn't for you. Say yes to only what is for you. If you have been walking in the shadows of your former realities, Eagle brings illumination. Eagle teaches you to look higher and to touch Grandfather's Sun with your heart, to love the shadow as well as the light. See the beauty in both, and you will take flight like the eagle. Eagle medicine is the gift we give ourselves to remind us of the freedom of the skies. Eagle asks you to give yourself permission to legalize freedom and to follow the joy your heart desires. Oh my goodness. Squirrels 26. Let me just see what that's about. Probably hoarding. Gathering. The contrary medicine of squirrel is the hoarder, a fearful person who expects the worst and is stuck in waiting. Waiting for something to happen is a trap. No action equals stagnation, but a little of squirrel's erratic energy might get things moving. If squirrel is hanging upside down on your branch, you may have begun seeing the world through the opposites. The hanged man, guys. We're seeing something through a different perspective now. Ask yourself this. Have I denied my ability to produce enough space for abundance to enter my life? Allow some space. You have to say no, okay? And if this is about love, if this is about love for you, it's going to be different for everyone. Then you have to learn to say no to what doesn't have all the pillars, to what doesn't light you up inside, to that, like, a true empress and a true emperor, okay? The true empress doesn't just, like, put people around her because she's lonely. A true emperor doesn't do that either, okay? We hold out. We don't just, like, waste our energy on people that... You get what I'm saying. Someone is realizing their power and they're learning to take action. They're learning to take action towards what they want and not saying yes to things that they don't want. We say no to the things that we don't want. We say yes to the things. We only say yes and we only start building. We only start building when it's a good offer. When it's an offer that makes fucking sense. Yeah, this is my do not settle card. I don't even know where that one came from. I didn't even see this one come out. If it doesn't fucking make you feel fulfilled, if it doesn't make you feel if the person plays her thing, if this person plays her thing does not make you feel it all, does not have it all, and is willing to give it to you, say no. Hold out. Do not settle. Do not settle, guys. Have I denied my connection to Mother Earth? To Earth Mother, from whom all things flow? Am I moving too fast? Have I taken on an erratic nature of squirrel without having any focus? Am I leaking my energy on worry instead of gathering power through being prepared? Someone is tired of playing it safe. Someone is finally tired of playing it fucking safe. They're realizing that they are the magician. They're realizing that they're the emperor or the empress. And they're taking action. Or they're planning to. Yeah, planning to. You gotta fight for what you love, guys. Yeah, I think with horse and eagle, it's like someone really finally fucking knows what they want. Someone finally fucking knows that they have the power to have what they want, that they deserve what they want. They're not gonna listen to all the bullshit anymore. They're really ready to go into the 9, which then gets them to the 10. You can't get to your 10. You can't get to your reward. You can't get to your success if you don't get to the 9 first. If you don't release first, okay? Get excited. Get excited, guys. The Empress. Get excited. What do you want? The Lovers. Fight for what you want. Fight for what you want. Go after what you want. Get through the 5. Victory. Okay, love you, bye.